Now, look, let's talk about Keir Starmer's pledge to recognise Palestine, of course, basically rewarding Hamas. But it could actually be breaking the law, according to some of Britain's most prominent lawyers. 40 members of the House of Lords say it would not meet the criteria for recognition as set out under a 1933 treaty. Darren, so it might be illegal as well as immoral.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, if this is a cultural shift, you know, of the UK government actually making clear that Britain stands side by side with Hamas, I'm not sure I want to be part of it. I don't know about millions of other Brits, but you nailed it there. This pledge, it isn't just to recognise Palestine. It isn't just immoral. We've got top lawyers in this country actually saying, look, you cannot do this. And this is a legal brain that actually come up with the Rwanda scheme that was supposed to enable us to send and process migrant applications offshore. So ultimately, I think what we're doing here, and I was in Israel a month before October 7th, right? And I cannot imagine the horror and the post-traumatic stress disorder that nation still is going through to this day. Still, there are hostages in Gaza who are not free, not released by those terrorists. So morally, it's an absolute disgrace, because I can't imagine, Danica, were Scotland to suddenly adopt its own Hamas, that actually, if they came into the United Kingdom, kidnapped hundreds, killed 1,200 people, that Sir Keir Starmer and the UK Prime Minister would be patting themselves on the back to acknowledge this rogue state that had been created under the banner of an evil Islamist death cult. I find the whole thing, frankly, sickening, and we, in this country, ought to be a shining example of better. We are pandering to the worst excesses of, I think, the new culture that is pervasive within the United Kingdom.
And you know what I found extraordinary, Darren, when Keir Starmer made his announcement that he would, he threatened to recognise a Palestinian state later this year. He said, well, it's about working towards a two-state solution. Well, Hamas doesn't want a two-state solution. And this is what I think the world leaders don't understand when they're making these pledges, Darren, is that Hamas doesn't want peace.
Absolutely right. You know, standing up at the United Nations, making yourself look nice around the dining tables of all these globalist leaders, whilst waffling on, as you say, about a two-state solution. It's just him grovelling to Hamas and, frankly, I'll be honest here, to pro-Hamas sympathising MPs within his own party, while actually betraying one of our closest allies. It's both illegal, it's both immoral, and if this is Starmer's foreign policy, summing itself up, really, then we need to actually bin this government. We need to stand with democracies, not terrorists. And actually, I think the fact that we're having to say that, Danica, tells you everything we need to know about the state of the United Kingdom today.
Yeah, and the state of the West. I mean, our Prime Minister's
well,
exactly the same as yours over there, Darren. Now, look, Darren, fascinating what's going on with you and your council, Durham County. You have officially scrapped diversity training for councillors. So what a shame you'll be missing out on such a fundamental activity. But look, good on you. Tell us about this decision.
Oh, well, Danica, you know, I'm absolutely distraught. I'm distraught to have been missing these classes, telling me that because I was born a white man and the grandson of a miner and, more working class than certainly the Prime Minister and his lot, that actually I am guilty of some form of unconscious bias. Oh. Danica, I don't know how I'll be able to operate in the world without that training. No, look, there is no law forcing councillors to sit through hours of tripe about racist notions such as unconscious bias. It's code for you're a bigot and you don't know it. You need to be educated on it. It's devices claptrap. It's slicing people up by race or background or immutable characteristics. And we here in the Northeast, we here in the Reform Party are saying, well, equality means treating everyone the same. Full stop. Do you remember that, Danica? It wasn't all that long ago that we all recognised that laudable aim and objective. I want to fix the roads. I want to cut taxes. I want to back working class people. I don't want to actually whinge on about undoing progress in the form of a new neo-racism. So to be perfectly honest with you, Danica, I will have no misgivings about ditching the woke and backing the folks. That's what I'm here for.
Oh, Darren, can you come to Australia, please, and start injecting some of that common sense into our woke councils? Seriously, I mean, good on you. Well done. And yeah, not surprised you're taking a stand on this. Good to hear. Darren Grimes, lovely to see you as always. Thank you so much for joining me on the show this evening.